Hey guys, today's interview question is that what is Unicode? So you might have encountered, Unicode error while running some code or, when you are reading a data into a data frame. So let's see that what exactly is Unicode. What do we understand by Unicode? So what happens, guys, that, computer only understand the binary. And what is the binary? Binary is nothing but anything which is in the form of 0 and 1. So more or less, a computer understand 0 and 1. And so what exactly happens is like whatever the characters that we write, like let's say A. So what happens that it goes to the computer memory and first it gets processed into its corresponding binary value, and then we get a result which is again the corresponding character value to those binary value as such. So the thing is that all the characters, no matter what, A, B, this and ampersand or this dollar, these are all nothing but symbols for computer. So if these are symbols and it requires to have a certain processing into the binary form, it doesn't happens directly. The thing is that symbols processing to its corresponding binary value doesn't happens directly. So what happens that all the numbers that is in the decimal form, like 1, 2, 3, 4, no matter what, 65 or whatsoever, can be directly converted into its corresponding binary value. Let's just, for example, if you talk about this 65 number, this can be converted into its corresponding value as so this is a corresponding binary value for the number 65. But if you talk about a character A, how can we convert this into decimal? So scientists came up with a solution in back there in 1960 with a table called as ASCII, which stands for American Standard Code for Information Exchange. And what does this ASCII consist? This ASCII was having the corresponding characters, let's say A, B, C, D, and each and every character was assigned with some certain decimal number value, some numeric value as such, and it was a table. Now, what used to happen that every time somebody is typing something, its corresponding decimal value is going into the computer, and then this decimal value is getting converted into form of its corresponding binary value. So there was a continuous process of encoding and decoding inside the computer system. So that was it. The ASCII was having altogether, 256 elements inside of it that consist of English language, all the alphabets, and some special characters as well. But in the advancement of computer science, where all the other languages and all the different symbols, characters came into the picture, this ASCII was not sufficient. So the scientist came up with a bigger version of ASCII. You can call it to be Unicode. Now, if you talk about this Unicode is having altogether 1114112 elements that can be converted into its corresponding decimal value. So it is holding up a table which contains of 11,14,112 elements altogether, and these have a certain decimal value, and these decimal value can get converted into its corresponding binary value for conversion process. So now, if you just want to know that, what is the corresponding decimal value for any of the character that you are putting, all you require is to say ORD, and then you say whatever character you want to say, that's A. Let's say A. The moment you press run the code, you see the 97 comes up. What does it mean? That your Unicode by which this Python is working has given 97 number to this particular character A. And correspondingly, if you have any Unicode value with you, any number, and you want to know that what character represents corresponding to that Unicode value, all you require is to say CHR, and then you say anything, let's say 122, and it will give small z, which means that this number, this Unicode value has the character Z inside of it. So it's like encoding and decoding of these things happening, right? So if I say CHR of, let's say 97, it will give me A. Why? Because the Unicode value for the character A is 97. And when I'm putting the Unicode value 97, it is giving me the corresponding character. So this is basically the concept of Unicode inside the Python. Okay. Thank you.